Okay. All right. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
You excited to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Are you rested?
Am I rested? No. Do I look rested?
Yes.
Do I?
Yeah.
I've been on a bus all night.
I heard.
Yeah. So I don't feel rested, but.
You sleep on the bus?
Kind of. You know, Will snores. So that was a little tough to get over. But other than that, I mean, we shared a bunk, so other than that, it was all right.
Well, that'll keep you up then, you know.
It'll keep you warm, too.
Especially on a day like today. So
Yeah.
It's good you're rested. We're glad you're here.
Yes, I'm very happy to be here.
Very excited. All right. So most people, including me, know you from Arrested Development. And now you're doing like a bunch of movies and stuff. What's that been like, transition-wise, for you?
Well, it's been really fun. I mean, obviously I had such a great time on Arrested Development. It was a great time in my life. And it's a little different because you now you go from project to project and it's much shorter. You kind of come in, do a few weeks, and then you're off it again. There's not the same consistency. So it's a bit of an adjustment, but it's been really great. It's been a lot of fun, and you get to work with different people all the time. So you're sort of expanding your network of people, you know, and that you work with. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just saw Semi-Pro, which was hysterical. I saw that last week. It was great. So you had a lot of fun doing that? It
was really, really fun. You know, a bunch of guys who were, most of whom I knew. You know, Andre and Woody I did not know, but a lot of the other guys I did. And of course, Will, we'd just come off Blades of Glory. And so it was fun to go to work every day and do something it was a pretty goofy movie, as you probably agree with me on that. And we just got to go and play every day and goof around. And that, for me, doesn't feel like work, doing something like Semi-Pro.
Tell me about Lou, your character. Did you like playing him?
I did. You know, at first, when they asked me to do it, I was a little bit insulted. Because I thought, why did you think of me to play the bitter, drunken ex-player? You know what I mean?
Did he love bourbon? Is that what it was?
He loved all whiskey.
Yeah.
Honestly, he really didn't discriminate. And that's the great thing about him. I think he's so kind to the whole whiskey family. He's a guy who probably was not as good a player as he likes to remember. And he had to retire early because he's got the bum knees. So when he watches the game, he's kind of bitter and he's kind of thinking that he could do better than the young guys who are out there playing on the team. And I think that in his mind, if he had to, he'd go out at any moment, even in his awful polyester suit, and be better than those dudes.
So is his stash real? Is that yours?
Look, that is an incredible mystery.
I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, I don't know. I could ask him when I see him.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, right?
It is. It's impressive.
I'm going to leave that up to the viewer to decide.
Okay, so everyone's
I'll tell you.
Watch.
When the camera's not rolling, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
But it's an incredible mystery. The message boards are lighting up all over the world about this.
I think they're going to after this, too.
Yeah.
Try and prove us wrong. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Fabulous. So what's up next for you, then?
You know, next it's... I just finished a movie with Zach Galifianakis, who's here on tour with us on the FunnyOrDie.com tour. And we just made this movie for Jerry Bruckheimer. It's kind of a big action movie, really centered for kids, and it's a extravaganza, but doesn't come out for a long time. There's a lot of CGI and stuff.
That sounds fun, though. Different, right?
Really different, and it's like half animated and half live action. So it's a very cool, interesting thing. It's unlike anything I've ever done.
So that's a first for you then to do.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of like you know acting to something that's not there. You know, so you have to react and pretend that this animal that you're talking to it, or that you notice it.
And that you're friends, probably, right?
Yeah. Hi, how are you? And it's just air. So that we just did that, but we've got Horton Hears a Who is coming out. Animated movie that I did is coming out in March. So I'm excited
really
about
fun.
that. Yeah. That's going to be a really cool thing, I think, too. And so, of course, Jim Carrey and Steve Carell, both those guys are hilarious.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So yeah, so it's been good.
Very good. So did you always see yourself doing this? I mean, was there anything even back to like teenage years? Did you think you'd be here, or did you want to do something else?
I knew I'd be here in this room. Well, I had a premonition.
Who wouldn't?
Can I say that?
Yeah, absolutely.
That won't freak you out. No, God, it'd be so hard to imagine doing this. I grew up in Toronto, in Canada, so I couldn't have been more removed from this whole thing.
Oh,
yeah, and I think that, I guess I found that I wasn't good at anything else. I'm really not very good at a lot of things, and I'm pretty dumb. So I kind of fell with my butt in the butter on this one. But maybe in my early 20s, I thought I was going to be a serious actor. I went to New York, and I went to Lee Strasberg, and I wanted to be kind of methody. And like really, you know, when you're in your 20s, you want people to take you seriously, and then nobody bit on that. So
you're just done with that? You're like, forget it about being serious, you know?
I don't see a lot of Oscars in my future, let me say that. I don't know if people aren't looking to me to be the heir to Daniel Day-Lewis, but who knows?
Right.
I didn't see myself here, so maybe that will happen.
You have to practice your spoon bending, you know?
Right.
Get all your
yeah.
inner gypsy qualities or whatever that is.
Yeah.
So who's funnier at home, you or your wife? You guys are hysterical. And I'm thinking you must have like some kind of war at home. I'm sure we can tell funny jokes or act.
We do have, you have to tell a funny punchline before you go to bed every night. No, you know, God, first of all, she is way funnier. And I think that we have a pretty boring, I mean, not boring, honey.
Normal.
Normal, yeah, you know, exactly. Normal, it's not crazy times at home. It's not like going to clown school when you walk into our house or anything.
So we don't have to pay anyone if we come over and visit, you know, no
I'd
show,
love it.
right?
I mean, if you're offering to give me some cash
Sure.
and not tell the IRS, I'd be into that. Not that I wouldn't, you know, I'm not going to go Wesley Snipes. Not that he's guilty. Oh, man, how did I get here? Wow.
Well, I can bring your gift there. I mean, because either
What do we
that or a
got?
debit card, you know, so.
What? I'm going to have to, yeah.
We have our lovely Eyewitness News cap.
Look at that.
Keep in mind, we're not allowed to give these out.
Let's do a handshake like that, right?
Little pose there.
Love that.
We can't give them to anybody because they don't want just anybody running around with our gear on, because then they'll say they work for us.
Wait a second.
So you have to think about that before you leave the house or even leave here with that hat on.
Let me get this straight. Do you guys need me to go cover a story?
We're going to have some snow later.
Do you want me to do storm watch?
I do.
I'll go stand on the side of I-95 with the crew. I'll grab some of the guys here.
With your new blanket?
And
Because
with
you
the-
won't have a jacket.
look at this.
So, yeah. Do a little exchange there.
Cover it.
Coverage you can count on. You can do it.
Eyewitness News. Coverage you can count on. Right?
Yeah.
And
Mr. Voice, we found a new one.
I'm not trying to take the job from
It's okay.
the gentleman who. How's that?
Do you like? It looks like it. We don't want to ruin
I don't want
you know, anything,
to wreck
but-
my incredible look that I have. 4 hours sleep.
But, you know, now you can tell everybody and all your friends you have one, and nobody gets them, you know?
Does this look natural like this?
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm part of the Eyewitness News family.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
I don't have a hat, so...
They didn't give you one?
No. I have a jacket with a hood, so we figure
That's pretty
it's
good.
sufficient.
It's not a hat and a blanket.
Right.
Right, gang?
It's your winter warm-up kit.
Yeah.
You're good.
Well,
You're
thank
ready
you for
tonight.
this.
Yeah, no problem. I'm excited. I never bring gifts, and now everyone's going to...
I'm kidding.
They're going to think that I'm going to bring them something, and I'm not, so, you know.
Yeah.
One-time deal.
You better start bringing gifts.
Right. Running out of stuff. But, so that's exciting. And tell me about tonight, really quick, before we're...
Tonight is, I think it's a really fun show. A lot of great comedians, Dimitri Martin, Nick Swartzen, Zach Galifianakis, really funny guys. And Will does some really funny bits out there as well. So this has been a fun tour. They asked me last minute to come on and do this leg of the tour because Adam McKay had to drop out for a few days. And I immediately said yes. Anything with Will is awesome and always a good time. And I think that people are really liking the tour. It's fun. FunnyOrDie.com is a great website. They do a lot of great bits on there. I haven't seen the venue here yet, but I heard it's pretty cool.
So it's a surprise then, almost.
It's going to be a surprise for me.
Do you know what you're doing? Do you guys rehearse, or
I have no idea.
what happens? I mean, with comedy, it's kind of...
They asked me if I know Spanish, and I don't, and yet I'm still doing it. So I don't know if that's part of the show or...
It might come to you. You never know.
It could. They blindfold me, and then they just put me in front of the audience, and they take the blindfold off. They put a mic in, they go.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
So I think it's going to be fun. Yeah, hopefully people will like it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I hear it's sold out.
Is it?
I don't know. I heard.
Oh, man, I have to get some tickets.
Don't quote me, though. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe I could scalp some tickets.
You should.
Make a little coin.
With your hat on.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we don't want people to do.
And I'll represent you guys. I'll be a scalper with this.
That'll be good. Well, have fun at the show.
Well, thank you. I will.
For you, so.
Yeah. All right. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Yeah.
Sorry, my hands are still cold. But,
no, it's okay.
You know, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to keep this. This is going to keep me warm on the bus tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm serious, though. You're special.
For real?
Yeah.
All right.
I wouldn't make that up. You know.